Is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Stephen Ryan back for another video. So let's try this again, shall we? I tried to do this stream on Saturday night, but there is a storm currently going on in Ireland. Yeah, it knocked my power out. Literally, I was sitting here in the prep, doing all of my research, everything else like that, and yeah, just power went. So that was a shit show. But yeah, that's basically the situation. So little bit has been happening. You know, just a little bit has been happening in the last little while. So I heard that the CEO of health insurance company got shot. Jesus Christ, I shouldn't be like, I mean, I shouldn't really be laughing, but like at the same time, the fucking response to this online has been insane. I mean, it's genuinely been insane. There are people who are like, you know, saying that like, oh, that their claims for like even thoughts and prayers have been denied. People making jokes about this stuff. And I mean, like, look, as a non-US citizen, I did kind of look into, well, like, why this one guy, right? Like, why this one person in, you know, in particular. And I kind of thought about it, and I did some research into it, and apparently the healthcare company that this guy worked for, or that he was the CEO for, is like one of the top health insurance companies that will deny you when you make a claim for, well, help. And also, I also read that this guy basically put in like an AI into the application process that like exclusively just like basically just responds no to like to everybody. And I mean, like, because of that, like, look, healthcare is such a basic fucking thing, right? It's such a basic thing. And how healthcare should work in any like sane fucking country is, if you get sick, you get help. Simple as. It's really just as simple as that. Please excuse my cat currently going to fucking town on himself back there. That's Jesus, Bob. Like, that's like, anyway. Fuck. Like, that's just how it should work in like any fucking sane country, right? In any sane run system, that's how it should work. And it does not work that way in the US. And it's really weird that it doesn't work that way in the US. But fuck, this guy, like, I can only imagine that he had almost like an enemies list, like as long as your fucking arm, you know, genuinely, like, and like realistically, not like unironically, really had like a really long enemies list. Because I mean, like, the amount of people that probably wanted him dead is unbelievable. Like, think about the amount of people that he has denied care to. Like, how many more people? And honestly, just even to me, right, as an outsider, the idea that you can be paying in to a health insurance company, right? Let's say that you've been paying them for 10 years, for 15 years, right? But we'll go with 10. So you've been paying them on time, every month for 10 years. And then something happens to you. Then you get sick and you need to go to the hospital and you need to get a knee surgery, right? You get cancer or something happens to you that you need to be in hospital for. And then you contact your health insurance company that you've been paying on like every month, on time, every time for 10 years. And they say, yeah, no, sorry, no, we're just not going to pay. What the fuck is the point in paying them then? Like, why would you pay them if they're just going to fucking turn around and say, yeah, no, sorry, we're just not going to pay you out? What's the fucking point then? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean or disrespectful. I know that this guy was married, he had kids, he had whatever. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm sorry. He enriched himself. He got richer by denying people care, by providing profits to the shareholders, which caused the fucking, you know, business's value to go up, and therefore he looks really, really good as a CEO and everything else like that. That's all fucking, like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about any of that. Man is a fucking monster. If you deny care to people who need to get help, I'm sorry, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, healthcare is so fucking basic, man. It's so basic. Like, if anybody even suggested doing a fucking... Oh, yeah. Just by the way, if you need the police, we're going to put a middleman in the way of a separate, almost like a call center, right? That you're going to call first, and then they're going to ask who you need. You say police, and they say, yeah, but to transfer your call, we just need your we just need your bank card details, and we're going to charge you $100 just to transfer you over. Everybody in their right fucking mind who has an IQ above room temperature would be fucking outraged and say, we don't need you, just give me a number that I can call that sends me straight to them. So the point is, why is it that it is not like the conclusion that everybody should have arrived at is, let's get rid of the health insurance companies and just pay this money directly to the government, and when I get sick, the government pays for my care. Like, and just by the way, to any fucking Americans watching this, this is not pie in the sky shit. This is not fucking Fantasyland dream world, you know, you know, what we could have if we could just wave a magic wand. There are so many countries in the world that have this shit. There are so many countries in the world that have a single payer universal healthcare system. You're one of the last, if not the last, first world modern country to not adopt a single payer healthcare system. And it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I get so enraged and so impassioned by this, not because I'm American, but because, like, I've literally seen a way of where you don't need to do it this way. I live in a country where it's not single-payer healthcare system, but it's almost like a halfway point. If you fall below a certain threshold of your, like, yearly income, then they give you what's called a medical card, and you get to go to the doctor for free, and you get to go to the hospital for free, and any prescription medication that you need to get as a result of going to the doctor is dramatically reduced. It costs a fraction of it. We're a country of 6 million people. We can do it. So can you. You're like 370 million people. Like, my entire country is one of your smaller states. Like, the point is, you guys can do this. And it's not as if I pay, like, astronomical amounts in taxes so that other people, when they get sick, they get to get help. It's not as if I'm like, you know, paying an exorbitant amount of taxes, because I'm not. And I'm sorry, but even if I was, and I wasn't fucking, like, scraping pennies at the end of the month before payday, I wouldn't give a fuck if I was paying a shit ton in taxes, because it just means that people who, through no fault of their own, who are just not as well off, or who are like, down on their luck, or in between jobs, or working in a low-income job, that they get help. Why would you not? I mean, like, to me, it's just like, why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to make sure that somebody else gets the healthcare that they need? It shouldn't be behind a fucking paywall of, oh, yeah, and your plan. And then, Jesus Christ, if heaven forbid you go to a doctor or to a hospital that is out of network, which, I mean, like, that to me is just such an unbelievably foreign concept. I just don't understand that at all. That if they're out of network, that yeah, no, sorry, we're just not going blanket, not going to cover you, even though everything else we would normally cover you if you went to a hospital that was in network, but because you didn't, now we're not going to pay. It's fucking so stupid, man. It is so unbelievably fucking stupid. I do want, just please, if you wouldn't actually mind, for anybody who is either in live chat or who watches this in post, please, if you, I am genuinely asking, if you don't mind, take a couple of seconds out of your day, and just comment down below how the audio sounds. It's a new mic that I have. I have the Rode Pod mic. So I'm still, I think I have the audio levels kind of balanced and stuff like that, and kind of set up in the way that I want it to be. I just want to make sure that it's coming through okay, that you guys can hear me okay, and that the voice sounds good and everything else like that. But fuck, man, I mean, like, this is just such a basic thing. I just don't understand it. I literally don't understand it. And I mean, with some things, like, I can put on, like, somebody who disagrees with me, their worldview, as though it were like a pair of glasses that I can see the world through their perspective. I'm able to do that with a good few topics. This is just not one of them. Like, it's just really not. What you want there to be a company that is set up to give people healthcare, but their primary focus, their primary goal of that business is to make money, is to turn a profit. Like, that's just, I mean, to me, and it could just be to me, but that just sounds stupid. Like, that just sounds really fucking stupid. Like, I don't know, man. Listen. We can show, like, this is like the... Oh no. I am very small. Why? Why is this? There we go. Well, that was awkward. But anyhow, so this is a little bit of the updates here, right? I'll zoom in for you guys because you won't be able to see it. But healthcare CEO shooting latest person of interest Luigi, I'm not going to attempt that last name, is under arrest. I don't, look, guys, I don't know if this guy did it, because and look, I'm not trying to be kind of conspiratorial almost, but just in case anybody didn't fucking hear about what happened directly afterwards, right? So first off, something happened with the gun that he was able to solve in like 2 seconds. He took the time to etch, fuck, I can't think of the words, the 3 words. But, like, anyway, he took the time to etch 3 words that were the title of a book that was, like, criticizing how healthcare is done in the US. into the shells of the fucking bullets that he used, right? Then he ran into Central Park, right? He disposed purposefully of like a gear bag or something like that he had on him, right? And all that was in it was a jumper and Monopoly money. Which, I mean, to me, Jesus, fuck, did you take inspiration from the fucking Riddler from Batman? I mean, shit, Jesus Christ, that's like almost impressive. I don't want to show him. I don't want to show what he looks like because, you know, psychologists, anyone worth their salt is going to tell you that you don't fucking put these people on display because it glorifies them and it gives other people who want to do like a copycat type of a situation, it gives them the incentive to do it because look, you're getting the glory, you're getting your face everywhere, your name everywhere, wherever else. Yeah, I like it the goal of Monopoly is that you get money by taking it away from everybody else. Everybody else gets poor so that you can get rich. That's the point of Monopoly. So, I mean, as a fucking... like, I swear to Christ, this man is actually the fucking Riddler. Because how in the name of Christ are you going to be that ironic when... like, I mean, it's insane to me. I mean, it's just insane to me. Yeah, I mean, like, it's... I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Like, I really, really don't. Let me just try and grab a couple of these for you. Reactions, images. We'll go to there. Yeah, that is the only kind of downside about this mic. I'm not going to lie. It only kind of picks up my voice if I'm talking like directly into it. So like it has to be like ludicrously fucking close to me. It is the one thing that I kind of... it's not that I don't like about the mic, but I just wish that part was slightly different. But anyway, but yeah, but I mean, like, here's oh god, okay, so I haven't actually seen any of these, which is maybe a little bit dangerous, but the CEO, and I think other political industry leaders might want to read the comments and think about, yeah, but I mean, like, here's the other thing, and I mean, like, people are making like kind of like funny-ish kind of TikTok videos about it and stuff like that. Like, here's another thing. I had to leave. I had to get my gallbladder out, and after being in excruciating pain for 6 months, had to pay $6,000 because it was an elective surgery. And guess what? Insurance I have. You see, this is the thing. Like, an elective surgery, man, getting your fucking gallbladder out is not an elective surgery. Okay, that is like you need this fucking surgery. That's what level of type of surgery that is. You need it. It's not fucking elective. Lost my uncle because United Healthcare denied my uncle, who was a policyholder for 22 years. A procedural surgery for a pancreatic hernia. I mean, that is 22 years. This is what, like, do you understand the scope of the frustration that these guys must be dealing with? You're paying in for 22 years? 22 years you are paying healthcare for. And when you need help, then you're denied just because of bullshit. No good fucking reason. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I know this guy was a father, and I know this guy was, like, but whatever else, but I'm just finding it so fucking difficult to find sympathy for this guy. I genuinely am. I have no idea. Like, what do you want me to say? 22 years. This guy lost his uncle. He lost his uncle because he was paying for 22 years and a routine procedure. They denied him. I mean, it's just... It's just so... Oh, man. It's just so basic. I'm reading... like some like comments that are on like posts about it and stuff like that. I didn't want to put it up just in case there was any like fucking expletives or something that was gonna get me banned or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like, look, dude, I don't know, man. I'm just finding it so fucking difficult to have sympathy for this guy. Like, I really, really am. I'm sorry, but you're the CEO. The buck stops with you. You're the guy in charge. You're the person that you call the shots. Or at least you pitch the ideas to the fucking shareholders. To the board. Like, but at the same time, the buck stops with you, man. Like you have to. And listen, it's not as if this hasn't happened before, where a company takes a direction that the CEO doesn't agree with, and then steps down as CEO because they don't want the fucking public backlash to go on them. They don't want the public perception to be that they're the bad guy. This guy didn't do that. Like, he must have had so many fucking people who, like, unironically are fucking celebrating. And that's like, that in and of itself, that isolated, is a little bit fucked up. But when you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture, I mean, I'm like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Oh no, oh no, that we can't be happy that someone fucking died, or like, given the fucking situation that you were in, given the situation that you were fucking, like, the situation of you yourself or a family or a friend or a loved one who has been denied their care when they've been paying in for 10, 15, 22 years and they are denied care. Like, what the... Like, come on! Come on! I don't know what else to fucking say about this, you know. Just, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, man. I really, really don't. But on to